This is Vaquero News.
Welcome back, Vaqueros. Coming to you live from the Edinburgh studio, I'm Samantha Garza.
And I'm Hector Tamez. We hope you're having a good morning and a happy President's Day. Earlier this month, an arrest of a suspected escapee was made on the Brownsville campus. Samantha Garza gives you the details.
The UTRGV Police Department apprehended a male suspect earlier this month at the Brownsville campus that alarmed students. Vaquero Radio receives an exclusive video from UTRGV student Julie Mejia that shows the male suspect being arrested by authorities. Chief of Police at UTRGV, Raul Munguia, explains exactly what happened that day.
One of our officers flagged down or got stopped by one of our citizens, and they actually pointed out to the subject saying that he looked suspicious and he was in attire that looked like it was from the county jail, which that was the case.
Chief Munguia says that the subject was released from jail earlier that day, explaining why he was wearing the orange attire. Munguia says that the subject was arrested on the charges of evading of detention. He explains how the arrest could have been avoided.
Person just stopped and explained everything. We would have contacted the judges to make sure, and after that he would have been released.
UTRGV students were alarmed after seeing an arrest happen on campus. Political science sophomore Antonio Cuevas says he is worried about the dangers the subject could have brought to campus.
It's a campus, and something like that should worry us because we're students and you never know if there could be dangers and they could hurt someone. So I think that we should be worried about it.
To report any suspicious activity on campus, call UTRGV PD at 956-882-4911. Chief Munguia asked students to not get involved in questioning suspicious personnel and should focus on contacting UTRGV PD as soon as possible. For Vaquero News, this is Samantha Garza. Jerry Galindo contributed to this story. To see the never-before-seen footage of the arrest, visit our Facebook page at Vaquero Radio. And UTRGV's Department of Psychological Science has a volunteer lab to get students a more hands-on experience with research. Victor Rivero reports.
UTRGV's Department of Psychological Science provides a volunteer program for students to develop psychology studies at the Adversities in Childhood and Trauma Studies Laboratory, also known as ACT Lab. In the ACT Lab, students are provided with the resources necessary to conduct research projects focused on childhood trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder. Psychology senior Claire Shea says the lab helps students gain experience and understand situations in their community.
If you're interested in pursuing graduate school or even getting more experience and understanding your community, I think it's important to be a part of a research lab and actually take the steps to better understanding what's really going on in your community and in the nation.
The ACT Lab prepares students to work on multiple research projects at once. Some of the projects are conducted locally, while others include collaborating in research with other international laboratories. Graduate research assistant and third-year master's student in clinical psychology, Jorge Cantu, shares his enjoyable experience in the ACT Lab.
And just working with the team lab members is fun. It's enjoyable. We have a great time. We've gone to conferences together to present our research, and that's always a great experience, especially when you're going with a team that loves to do what you do as well.
After the research is approved, it's published by academic journals. To present the research results, members attend local and international conferences for the opportunity to be recognized in the field. Through the ACT Lab, students form connections with other professionals in the same field. Assistant Professor of Psychology and Director ACT Lab, Robbie Charak, says that any student who is motivated in the field of trauma can join.
Anyone and everyone, any student can join who's highly motivated, who wants to continue working or wants to at least initiate working in the field of trauma and wants to contribute to the society here.
To apply, students are required to have a 2-semester commitment. For more information in the ACT Lab, visit utrgv.edu/ACTLab. This is Victor Rivero for Vaquero News.
And last week was UTRGV's basketball's homecoming week. UTRGV ended the week with the traditional burning of the letters. Hector Tamez tells you all about it.
Last Thursday, to celebrate basketball's homecoming week, UTRGV celebrated with the burning of the school's letters. The burning of the letters occurred right after the basketball game against Utah Valley. Students gather at the Fieldhouse parking lot to watch the burning of the letters, eat free pizza, and enjoy free game. Assistant Director of Student Activities, Lauren Contreras, says that the burning of the letters represents the pride of the university.
The burnings of the letters represents the pride that we have in our university. It's a way to get our students to come together and just just reflect on this time of homecoming as a way to spread spirit around the university.
UTRGV sophomore Ivania Gutierrez says that she enjoys seeing students engage at the event.
It's been super great. It's super awesome to see like all the spirit, all the students just being super involved and engaged. Like, it's been pretty cool so far, and I know it's going to be a great night.
Contreras tells Vaquero Radio that the event is hosted to get students more involved with the community. This is Hector Tamez for Vaquero News. Also in celebration of homecoming, students had the opportunity to create some t-shirts. Victor Rivero tells us all about the event.
Campus Activities Board, in association with Student Union, organized UTRGV Group, an event where students can design and dye their own t-shirt in the spirit of homecoming. Biomedical Senior and Campus Spirit Chair Cristal Rodriguez says the event joins and creates a sense of community between students.
It's a way to get everyone together, as we can see today. A lot of people, even though they don't know each other, they're like, oh, here, this color, and like do this combination. And also, like, between them, they like somehow have a sense of spirit and community.
The event was hosted last Tuesday on Edinburgh Campus Chapel Lawn and last Wednesday in the Brownsville Campus Library Lawn. The event allows students to express themselves dyeing t-shirts in any way they like to show their school spirit. A student program advisor for the Campus Activities Board, Maria Almanza, says the event is for students to show their love for the school.
And it's for students to be able to, come out and enjoy events during Homecoming Week and Spirit Week, which is when they're supposed to go all out and, really show the love that they have for the school and their basketball team.
The event provided many colorful dyes and a free t-shirt for students with their IDs. There were many faculty members assisting and orientating students to dye their t-shirts. Exercise senior Carla Gonzalez says she has been attending the tie-dye for at least 2 years.
I think the event is very successful. All the years that I have been here, at least I have a t-shirt every year. So yeah, I do have like 4 t-shirts already that I have dyed.
The event is done semesterly and expected to continue in the following semesters with Spirit and Homecoming Weeks. For more information about future Campus Activity Board events, call 956-665-7991. This is Victor Rivero for Vaquero News. And now, Vaquero Sports.
UTRGV men's basketball took down the Red Hawks of Seattle U 79-72 at the UTRGV Fieldhouse to increase their winning streak to 5, as UTRGV graduate student Jordan Jackson and senior Leslie Varner II explained post-game what has allowed UTRGV to go on this 5-game winning streak.
Is that 5 in a row?
5 in a row it is.
Hey man, we're just riding the wave. We love it. It's a great feeling. Morale's at an all-time high. Coach told us this would happen, and the biggest thing was just everybody believed in it. We stuck together as a team through the rough patches and came through, and we're going to try to keep this thing going as long as we can.
Head coach Lou Hill also chimes in on his team's 5-game winning streak, saying he wants to continue challenging his team.
How do I keep it going? Hey man, keep challenging them every day, and hopefully they want to keep it going. Not just me, they should want to keep it going. So just like I told them, if you keep doing this, great things will happen to you. And so as a player, you got to want that, right? You're seeing it right before your eyes. But I'm going to keep preaching it to them. I'm going to keep putting it in front of them.
Next game for UTRGV men's basketball is tomorrow, February 18th at noon at the UTRGV Fieldhouse against out-of-conference Division II opponent University of Texas Permian Basin, a game that senior Leslie Varner II and graduate student Jordan Jackson are not taking for granted.
We just can't take them for granted and then just continue to play Vaquero basketball, and that'll lead us up into New Mexico State.
It's more of a game of, focusing and working on us and making sure that we don't, slouch down or, get too high. It's just, staying even kill, go out there, no matter who it is, no matter what team it is, go out there and do the same thing regardless if it's New Mexico State, UTPB, or Seattle. It's always the same thing. We go out there and play the same way.
For more updates and highlights, visit goutrgv.com. For Vaquero Radio, I'm Luis Rubio.
Luis Rubio gives you a recap on UTRGV men's baseball against Kansas State University.
UTRGV men's baseball defeated the Wildcats of Kansas State 5-0 in the 2020 season opener. Kevin Stevens was the starting pitcher for UTRGV, and despite not playing the last 2 seasons due to a Tommy John injury, Stevens went 5 innings and struck out 9 batters on 85 pitches. After the game, Stevens talks about his dominant outing.
I felt really good. Everything was working for me today. I really just went out there, tried to trust my teammates as much as I could, try and put the ball wherever I wanted it. I felt like I was placing all my pitches, so it felt good coming off.
Post-game, UTRGV head coach Derek Matlock praises Stevens on his performance and journey to get back to this position.
Wow, first collegiate start. The guy's been out 2 years with Tommy John, and he's never been a starting pitcher. And we give him the ball on Friday night to open our season because he works his butt off every day. He's got some grit, some fight, and he goes out there and gives us exactly what we asked for. I'm so proud of him. That's pretty amazing to do in your first college start.
UTRGV threw a one-hitter, a feat that UTRGV hadn't accomplished since 2017 against Texas Southern in a 9-0 victory. Post-game, head coach Derek Matlock talks about the pitching performance from his starter Kevin Stevens and reliever John Henry Gonzalez.
Yeah, when you got guys on the mound, I think we had a hit batter and a walk. We got pitchers pounding the strike zone with pretty good stuff, and it's a good way to start it on the mound.
UTRGV baseball will be back in action tonight, Monday, February 17th at 7 p.m. at the UTRGV Baseball Stadium for the fourth and final game against Kansas State, with UTRGV looking to win the series 3-1. For more updates and highlights, visit goutrgv.com. For Vaquero Radio, I'm Luis Rubio.
For today's weather report.
Hello, Vaqueros. This is Hector Tamez with your daily weather report. This morning in Edinburgh, the weather is in the low 70s, building up to the low 80s in the afternoon. The peak will be at 84 degrees. After 5 p.m., it will go back down to the 70s. And in Brownsville, it is in the mid 70s until 12 p.m. After noon, it will be windy and in the low 80s. At 4 p.m., it will start dropping to the 70s again, reaching 72 degrees. That's it for your daily weather report. We will see you tomorrow at noon here on Vaquero Radio.
And now for the latest events on campus.
UTRGV's men's baseball will go up against Kansas State University today at the UTRGV Baseball Stadium in Edinburgh at 7 p.m. Students who present their valid student ID will have free admission. General admission tickets are $8. To purchase tickets, visit utrgvtickets.com. The Edinburgh Game Room will host a billiards tournament today from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. from the second floor of the Student Union. Popcorn will be provided and finalists will get the chance to win V-Bucks. For more information, call the Student Union at 956-665-7989.
And that's it for today's newscast. If you have any story ideas, send us an email to the radio at utrgv.edu.
And you can find all of our stories posted on our Facebook throughout the week. We'll see you next Monday at 9 a.m. here on Vaquero Radio.